if I told you there's a super simple way to boost your energy, improve your metabolism, sharpen your mind, and lose weight? And you don't have to count calories or ban your favorite foods forever. It's not magic, it's intermittent fasting. Stick around, because today I'm going to dive into the real research-backed benefits of intermittent fasting. And I'm going to share some natural ways to make it easier than ever. Make sure you stick around to the end, because I'm going to give you my 2 favorite natural protocols that can help make intermittent fasting easy if you're having trouble doing it on your own. So let's get right into it. So first off, what is intermittent fasting exactly? Well, let's pretend your eating schedule is kind of like your favorite Netflix series. Instead of just binging all day long, you kind of limit your food intake to a specific episode or eating window. The rest of the time, you're not eating or fasting. Now, probably the most common intermittent fasting schedule that people try to achieve is 16 hours of not eating and an 8-hour window where you eat. So that sounds pretty simple, right? Of the 16 hours, 8 of them you're probably going to be sleeping anyway, so that makes it really easy. And if you combine this with a keto or low carb diet, even better, although you don't have to, you're still going to see some amazing benefits if you don't. Now let's talk a little bit about why people are loving intermittent fasting. First of all, it boosts your fat burning and makes for easier weight loss. Intermittent fasting kicks your body into a fat burning state called ketosis. So whether you're following a full keto diet or not, you're still going to be in some level of ketosis when you're intermittent fasting. So think of fasting as kind of flipping the fat burning switch on, and it helps your body tap into stored fat for energy. If you think about it, this is how your body was designed. There wasn't always food at the grocery store available, or you couldn't go into your pantry or refrigerator or grab stuff years ago. So some days you might be able to eat a lot, some days you couldn't eat at all. So your body naturally knows how to do this, although sometimes it's not the easiest thing to do. It also leads to better metabolic health because of this, and lowers your blood sugar. When you're fasting, your insulin levels drop, and we know that insulin is responsible for weight gain through other channels like cortisol or just by itself. So that in turn makes your body a little more sensitive to insulin, especially if you have insulin resistance, which 93% of the country has and doesn't even know they have it. So that's a great thing for preventing type 2 diabetes and promoting stable energy levels throughout your day. Intermittent fasting also is going to improve your mental clarity and focus. Have you ever noticed how you feel kind of sharp when you're hungry but you're not hangry? Fasting boosts levels of something called BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factors. BDNF is like miracle grow for your brain cells. That's what causes that laser sharp focus. Intermittent fasting also reduces inflammation and helps build better cells. It triggers a process called autophagy, where your body recycles old and damaged cells. It's kind of like your body's version of spring cleaning. Studies have also shown that fasting can help increase longevity. So yeah, intermittent fasting can help you live longer. You can think of it like the fountain of youth, but without having to travel the world to find it, or the price tag that would come with that. And you wouldn't have to wear the weird armor like the knights did when they were trying to find it. So all this sounds pretty amazing, right? But let's be real. Fasting can sometimes be tough, especially when your body's used to eating every 2 or 3 hours like you might have heard that you're supposed to do, even though we now know that that is not the way to achieve a healthy metabolism. It can be especially hard in the very beginning. So here's some natural tips to help you succeed in intermittent fasting. The first thing I would say to do is continue eating the way you're eating now, but if you're used to eating breakfast, say at 7 a.m., move that 1 hour to 8, then move it an hour to 9 and 10 and so on until you're at lunchtime and you're able to just skip right over the breakfast and just eat a little more for lunch and or dinner. Make sure you prioritize healthy fats and proteins that'll keep you feeling full a lot longer. You also want to make sure you stay hydrated. I'll put links down below for the video where I show you how to make your own electrolytes and a couple that I really like in a ready-to-go package. Also, water, herbal tea, black coffee, they can also help suppress your appetite a little bit and make it a little bit easier. Just don't add any sugar to it or that will derail the whole operation. When you eat sugar, you're going to feel hungry so much faster. Make sure you eat until you're satisfied when you do have your other meals. And like I said, healthy fat and protein will help you go longer between the meals. In the beginning, you may have some detoxification symptoms like headache, a little bit of brain fog, but those electrolytes will help that. Another key is make sure you get plenty of good sleep. Sleep is an underappreciated part of health, but getting quality sleep helps balance your hormones as well. More sleep, less cravings. Fat's also essential for your hormones, but sleep works with that to create the perfect scenario. So your mattress is now your new fasting buddy. Another thing you can do is just stay busy. Stay active, stay occupied, exercise if you want. That's going to help distract you from hunger. You ever notice that you don't really think about snacks when you've got a list of things that you have to do and you're wanting to accomplish those? You don't think about food as much. That's where that food noise comes in, or that carb addiction, whatever you want to call it. The thing that makes you feel like you need to eat even though you're not really hungry. Now, if you try these things and they're just not working for you, there's 2 protocols I recommend that'll make it a little bit easier, especially if you're not following a keto or low carb diet. The sugar really makes it difficult to follow. These 2 things will kind of quiet that food noise. The first one is my Ozempic alternative drink. I made a video on it. I'll put the link for it right up there. Ozempic has a ton of bad side effects, and the list is growing all the time. This drink doesn't have side effects unless you're sensitive to caffeine, and then maybe take it slow. But you can tap into the GLP-1 benefits naturally. There's compounds like chlorogenic acid in there that help naturally support blood sugar, reduce cravings, and make fasting easier. It naturally boosts your metabolism, and it helps you stay energized without hunger and without the jitters like coffee can cause. It's a nice, clean energy. This is best for most people that are already doing a keto or low carb diet. It just helps quiet that food noise. If you need to take it to the next level, the Feel Great system is great. It has 2 components. One, the first component is Unimate, which is a yerba mate extract, but it has about twice the amount of chlorogenic acid as the other one. And it has 2 drinks of that per day, which if you're doing the other one, you could also have one of those around lunch as well. Then it has Balance, which is a blend of 5 fibers that has a worldwide patent, so I can't duplicate that. But you drink it before dinner. It helps keep you full. It gives your gut microbiome what it needs to build healthy bacteria, which will also help with intermittent fasting. And it helps reverse insulin resistance. It's the only natural supplement that's included in the physician's desk reference as an alternative to statins, because it also lowers cholesterol. So it's going to be a great friend to your metabolism, but it's also going to make your eating window even more beneficial. Either one of these are great. Intermittent fasting does not have to be intimidating. With the right tools, a little bit of preparation, fasting can be your secret weapon to better health. You'll have more energy, you'll improve your mental clarity, and it makes your weight management a whole lot easier if that's one of your goals. This is kind of a broad overview of intermittent fasting, so make sure you leave me a comment down there if you want me to talk more about some specifics about it. And also let me know down in the comments if you've tried intermittent fasting and how it works for you. I'd love to see some of your success right down there. What kind of benefits have you seen doing intermittent fasting? Or what benefits do you hope to achieve by trying it? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with somebody that you think it might help. Thanks for joining me today. Stay healthy, keep smiling, and I'll see you on the next video.